Hi guys, my name is Valerie and this is a channel about America. In this video we're gonna talk about money. We're gonna talk about ways in which international students can make some money while getting their education in the United States. So if you are a future international student and you're worried a little bit about money issues, how you're gonna make some money, how you're gonna get, some money just to buy food and stuff, keep on watching. So let's bring the worst news first. As you may know, and as I already told in my previous videos, international students are not allowed to work outside of campus while studying in the United States. That's a rule which unfortunately we can't change, and that's the rule which everyone has to follow, otherwise visa can get cancelled and you can get deported. So the rule says no working outside of campus while studying in America. So if you are an international student, which also means that you have F1 visa, keep that in mind and do not break that rule. So what do you do, right? You're not allowed to work outside of campus. How do you get at least some money? Because obviously, probably studying full-time, you won't be able to make enough money to cover all your tuition cost. That's why we have good financial support from the family, hopefully. But what about just regular spendings on some groceries or going to the theater, hanging out with friends, buying some clothes? There is an option how you can make some money not breaking the rule. Actually, the answer is pretty simple. You can work on campus. So as an international student, as a person who has F1 visa, you are allowed to work on campus up to 20 hours per week while studying. So for example, this is a fall quarter and you're taking your classes. During the fall quarter, you're allowed to work on campus of your institution up to 20 hours per week. Let me tell you good news here. During your vacation quarter, so for example, you're taking summer off, you can work up to 40 hours per week, which is actually like a good amount of time, which is considered to be a full-time position, full-time job in America. And that's the time when you can actually make good money, save some money, and treat yourself. Let me bring a little bit more details about how this work on campus works. So as I said before, you're allowed to work up to 20 hours per week while you're studying and up to 40 hours per week while you're taking your quarter off. While working on campus, you don't have to apply for work authorization and you don't have to get this work authorization card to be allowed to work on campus. You also have to be a full-time student to be able to work on campus. So if you are a part-time student, which is actually impossible if you are an international student. To be an international student, you have to attend classes full-time. So I don't even know why do they put this rule like as a separate rule for people who want to work on campus, because as an international student, you cannot be a part-time student. You also are not allowed to work on campus after the end date of your educational program. So if you are completed your degree, you got your diploma, you are not allowed to continue working on campus. You have to think of different options. You have to think of visa change, visa status change, or you have to think about applying to another institution, university, college, etc. But you're not allowed to keep working on campus after that. While working on campus, you're gonna get paid hourly. Usually it is a minimum wage. Different states have different minimum wages. So in Washington, for example, the minimum wage used to be $13.50 last year. I believe they raised it a little bit, so maybe it is like $13.65, I guess. I'm not sure about that, but just keep that in mind that international students who are working on campus unfortunately are not making hella money, making minimum wage. And if you are working 20 hours per week and you're getting paid $13.50, you're gonna make, $270 per week minus taxes. So think around, I would say $230 per week, which, as I said before, won't cover your tuition cost, but will get you some money to spare. Okay, now let's talk about positions which you can apply for on campus. There are different jobs you can find on campus, and one of those is barista job. There is always a cafeteria on campus, and you can always apply for a job there. You can be a person who serves food, who serves drinks, also has access for food. I'm pretty sure people who work there are allowed to eat a little bit for free here and there, so that also might be a good reason to apply for that kind of job. You can get different shifts there because campus works from morning to evening, and probably you won't work for whole day, so they're probably gonna give you shifts. I would say that working in cafeteria is fun because you get to meet people. When people come in to get food, they're usually in a good mood, you know. Food always makes us feel better. So you can make more friends, you can talk to new people, you can talk to advisors, you can talk to classmates, etc. And keep in mind, you have access to food, which is a good advantage for this position. Another job which you can find on campus is a job in library. You can be a person who just gives people books. Person who works in library helps students with computers sometimes, because some people have issues accessing internet, or some people don't know how to use like certain programs, so they might come and ask you for help if they do not get how to get somewhere. Or you can also give them help with how to make copies of the books. But basically, I would say the main idea of working in library is to know that you feel comfortable being in the quiet, because library is a quiet room, and if you're okay sitting there in a super quiet space couple hours, I mean not couple hours, but I would say like probably 5 hours per day, that's a good job for you. And also you're not busy there, so if there are not a huge line of students who want to get their books, you can just sit and maybe do your homework or just read a book, you know, just keep yourself busy. Another cool job which you can find on campus and which will also help you develop your skills and your area of study is to work as a teacher assistant or tutor assistant. To be able to apply for that kind of job, you need to complete 1 year of education in your college, and you also need to have good grades in the subject where you want to work, right? So for example, you want to be a computer science teacher assistant. Let's be a little bit more specific. Let's go like web design or web development. Teacher assistant, you would need to have good score on your web development class. What I find cool in this position is that you can meet new people, you can practice your skills by helping others. You also learn more because every day people face new problems, people find new mistakes, and people get new questions, and by helping them solve those issues, you can also develop your brain, develop your knowledge, so that's a good thing. And you also get a good check mark in your resume, because if you are planning to work as a web developer later and you already been working as a teacher assistant for some time, that will go in your resume, and that will bring you more benefits when if you were just a library attendant. Another position which you can find on campus is receptionist. There are different classes around the whole campus. There are different offices, for example, computer science office, art class office, and you can always ask if they are looking for a receptionist there, and you'll be a person who greets people, who letting people know where they can find some person, giving you updates about the office hours, about schedules of tutors, etc. Also, I would say not that complicated position. Also get to meet new people and getting your office administration skills too. Another fun job which you can find on campus is a trainer in gym. I was honestly surprised that students can also work in gym and like help people and help other students to work out, because I thought that you definitely need to have like a strong degree to do that. Obviously you won't be a qualified trainer there, you won't tell people what to do and how to eat, and I mean you won't be a personal trainer there, but you'll be the one who can help people around, who can, I don't know, help someone to figure out how to turn on a treadmill, and also will keep watch on safety. I personally believe that that's a good thing to do for someone who also cares about the body shape and who also want to work out, right? So after work you don't even have to go nowhere, you can just go ahead and work out in the gym. And also a lot of young adults working out, good community, you get common hobbies together, make new friends. And now let's move on to the last fun job which I found on campus. You can be the person who organizes different events, especially in international student office. They have like a special committee of people who organizing events. There are like all types of events, I don't know, like a movie night or some disco night or prom and stuff like that. So you can be the one who's organizing that. So if you're full of creative skills and you have a lot of ideas which you want to bring up to the table, go ahead. I'm like super sure that that's a fun thing to do. There are two advantages of working at this position. First of all, it will bring more skills to your resume, which is important because we are thinking about finding a job in the future. And second reason is if you are planning to apply for a scholarship, they will love that. You telling them how you put an effort and build like an awesome event on campus, how you are participating in campus life, that's like a really big deal for people who decide if they're gonna give you scholarship or not. So keep that in mind as well. And guys, before we end this video, I have to tell one really important thing. There are a lot of students who are looking for jobs. A lot of students. When I came to my college and I tried to look for a job, there were no open positions. If you start your classes in fall, start looking for a job, I don't know, spring, summer. Just look ahead, because trust me, there are a lot of students who want that job. And as soon as you start looking for one, there are gonna be more chance that you'll get it. So I hope that you guys liked the video. I hope it was useful. If you liked it, go ahead and click the like button. Any questions, please go ahead and ask in comments. And as always, I wish you have a good day or a good night. Bye.